Question. Over the past few days, Guan Yin Bodhisattva gave me the privilege to observe the wondrous scenes of the Pure Land. My writing skills are limited. It is impossible for me to describe and depict the Pure Land with the requisite detail. I pray for forgiveness from Guan Yin Bodhisattva, all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, and the Dharma protectors. October 23, 2018, about the Guan Yin Citta Pure Land. Soft clouds and mist drift over a mountain range, golden-colored phoenixes flying and dancing in the sky, their long tails glistening and stunning in gold. Bodhisattvas pass by in the sky towards a pagoda that sits atop the mountains. Inside, the high-ranking bodhisattvas teach low-ranking bodhisattvas. The pagoda's roof is gold and sparkling. The railings made from white jade, as is the very pavement in an untainted, glossy white color. Outside the corridor is a small pool of incomparably pure water, and at the bottom is a bed of silky, glittering, golden sand. Within the empty pool, a school of carp appears out of nowhere, their colors all different and their bodies gleaming. After swimming around the pool several times, they disappear into the bed of golden sand. With a wave of the high-ranking bodhisattva's hand, an ethereal image of the universe and its galaxies appeared atop a white jade table. It was part of a lesson. Some bodhisattvas flew towards a massive space to practice amid the mountain range. Outside the entrance, a plaque is inscribed with the words Guan Yin Village. At the center of the village stands a gigantic statue of Guan Yin, Bodhisattva of Guan Yin Citta Dharma Door. The bodhisattvas kneel and pay their respects to the statue shining in an array of dazzling color. Outside the practice place, more bodhisattvas recite sutras while sitting, standing, or walking. In the Pure Land, bodhisattvas can assemble and recite sutras together or discuss the Dharma, or choose to meditate and cultivate their concentration alone. This is where the disciples who have attained fruition will go in the future. The bodhisattvas say they wish that all Buddhists would sincerely and wholeheartedly recite and practice Buddhism in order to enter the Guan Yin Citta Pure Land when they pass away. Many other wondrous things will be made known to the disciples in the future. October 24, 2018, about the Guan Yin Citta Pure Land. The Pure Land is surrounded by mountains covered in white cloud. Golden lights flicker within the mountain ranges, drawing eyes to a grand palace, many of which are scattered throughout the Pure Land. In the middle of one palace are a few huge pools, giving life to divine lotuses, and surrounded on both sides by long corridors. Monks brought to the Pure Land after their death immerse themselves in the fountain, the pristine water emitting a golden light that bathes and envelopes the sage. As the golden light retreats, a divine lotus emerges from the bottom of the fountain, providing a place for the monk to sit. Inside the pavilions, bodhisattvas congregate and dine together, conjuring, consuming and enjoying exquisite dishes and fresh fruits with a single thought. Bodhisattvas' thoughts and words are pure, and they would never dream about consuming meat because it would mean forfeiture of rebirth in the Pure Land. Unlike the human realm, cooking requires no tools, as everything appears and is done with pure thought. The Guan Yin villages, located throughout the human realm, have direct access to the Guan Yin Citta Pure Land, and the Guan Yin village practice places manifest in the Pure Land. October 25, 2018, about the Guan Yin Citta Pure Land. It is morning, but day and night are not differentiated in the Pure Land, and the sky is always bright. When a day passes, the morning bell rings to signal the beginning of another. Bodhisattvas deeply immersed in their mediation may not even hear the bell as they focus inside their own mental realm. In the Pure Land, bodhisattvas never feel tired. Rather, they cultivate, learn the Dharma, and recite sutras at any time of day. The bodhisattva's lifespan in the Pure Lands is infinite, and not something people can comprehend. Somewhere in the Pure Land is a huge stone pillar crafted in white jade, a shiny golden dragon wrapped around its girth. Walking closer, the dragon slowly descends the pillar as a heavenly child climbs onto its back and flies towards a distant mountain peak. At the summit sits a Guan Yin village practice place and a large pavilion, and this is where the dragon stops, by wrapping itself around a new pillar. Inside, many other heavenly children and dragons are listening to a greater bodhisattva who is explaining the sutras. Not far away are an artificial mountain and a flowing river. The river is separated in two streams flowing into a glistening pool at varying paces. In the depths are many schools of large carp, all shiny and golden and flickering periodically. Soon, the golden lights disappear and the carp retreat into the bed of golden sand. Everything in the Pure Land is created with the power of thought. The mountains, rivers, and golden carp can be transformed as per the thoughts of the bodhisattvas. In the pool, a lotus flower-shaped fountain jets into the air pristine water that transforms into a golden mist, stops moving or dances in circle in the air in an array of vibrant and wondrous color. Peacocks roam on the grassy field, raising their tails to form a shimmering golden fan and singing the sutras that sound through the air. None of the exotic and magnificent creatures of the Pure Land have a physical body, nor are they formed by sentient being from the lower realms, evil paths. Petals of Mandarava flowers, pink or white, scatter and drift in the air throughout the Pure Land. Beneath a great tree, bodhisattvas enter a meditative state, increasing their level of spirituality according to the Dharma sounds resonating in the background. October 26, 2018, about the Guan Yin Citta Pure Land. Roaming the Pure Land are peacocks, golden dragons, and phoenixes that sing cheerfully and constantly. There are Buddhas, sages, and noblemen are arriving from the Amitabha Buddha's Western Pure Land, the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas having been invited to listen to the Dharma somewhere in the land. Suddenly, they stop reciting, and those who were meditating awaken. The Bodhisattvas, who possess complete supernormal powers, stand atop their divine lotuses and fly towards an open square where a crowd gathers and is seated high in the sky. Petals scatter across the sky and light fragrance fills the air, as sages of the Guan Yin Citta Pure Land respectfully greet the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas from the Western Pure Land. All of them are glowing, and Dharma sounds resonate continuously. The entire realm is filled with Dharma bliss. October 27, 2018, about the Guan Yin Citta Pure Land. In the distance, golden light beamed at the entrance of the Guan Yin Citta Pure Land. A lay Buddhist practitioner who had recently passed away in the human realm was brought to the Guan Yin Citta Pure Land. The practitioner was blessed by the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas and escorted to the Merit Virtue Pool to bathe. The 8 treasure Merit Virtue Pool was expansive and the water glistened in golden light. The practitioner stepped into the pool and stood atop the water as it began to churn beneath his feet. As the water began to swirl, it slowly engulfed his ankle, then his leg, and finally his entire body. All of his spiritual body's defilements accumulated in the mundane world were cleansed until it had recovered its original brilliance. This lay practitioner turned bodhisattva had for all his life been a permanent vegetarian, duly reciting sutras and cultivating in calmness. Firm in his desire to be reborn in the land of the Buddha. His thoughts were always wholesome, and he was perpetually diligent in performing meritorious deeds. After passing, he was blessed and protected by the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. With a single thought, he was reborn into the Pure Land. Once cleansed, this lay practitioner turned bodhisattva beamed with an expression of compassion and joy. Every wrinkle on his face disappeared, and his complexion was smooth and vibrant. Inside the pavilion, an elderly bodhisattva lightly touched a white jade stone table, and ethereal images of the Saha world and the state of the sentient beings who lived there appeared. Lower-level bodhisattvas listened attentively to the wondrous teachings of the Dharma. Witnessing the sentient beings' delusion and confusion about what is right and what is wrong caused the bodhisattvas to feel a deep sense of lamenting and pity. Every thought of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas in the Pure Land is completely pure. They harbor no ill will, nor do they speak evil, as every single thought is incomparably pure. Those who desire to be reborn in the land of the Buddha must cultivate a state of pure mind and speech. There are no unwholesome forms in the Pure Land. Master Jun Hong Lu's reply. Every clean city is the same. Like two clean cities, located in two different places, Guan Yin Citta Pure Land and the Amitabha Buddha's Western Pure Land are alike. How could any unwholesome form appear in the Pure Lands? But in the human realm there are many unwholesome forms, left and right.